that. In every synagogue that I've ever been to, there's a symbol, but it's not just a symbol. There's an Eish Tamid, there's an eternal fire. There's a fire that is in every sanctuary that cannot go out. I'm not going to let my fire go out to tears. My fire is going to perpetuate through the tears. We need our fire, we need our anger, we need our rage in this moment. Because I'll tell you, what the sadness around some abstract concept of hate this last week is really, really getting to me. Where we're not being victimized by hate. We're being victimized by systems called white supremacy, called anti-Semitism, called transphobia, called Islamophobia, called ableism. We're not being victimized by some abstract emotion. I refuse to continue to talk about fighting hate. We're fighting white supremacy. We're fighting these mobilizations against marginalized people in this society, and they have names and they have particular characteristics that are being targeted by specific people.
And they have phone numbers and email addresses.
That's great. This is a trash bag, and what's in it is trash. What's in this trash bag is something I carry with me in my backpack at all times. What's in this trash bag is an original copy of a book called The International Jew. It's trash. It belongs in a trash bag. This is one of the most famous documents in American history. It's one of the most famous anti-Semitic documents in American history. People ask me, why do you have this? Well, why do you have this? Why don't you give it to a museum? And my response is always, why do we have anti-Semitism? Why isn't it in a museum? And my response is, why do we have transphobia? Why isn't it in a museum? Why do we have Islamophobia? Why isn't it in a museum? Why do we have fucking white supremacy? Why isn't it in a museum? It's not. It's not. Until these systems live somewhere outside of my life, somewhere in the past, some relic, I'm not going to pretend that they're there. They're here. And until that moment comes, I'm going to hold on to this book and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to read it. I'm going to learn what the hell this looks like. Because I'll be honest with you, there seems to be this conception that, hatred, anti-Semitism, racism in the past, people were walking around saying they hated black people, they hated Jews. No, everybody has always been able to cloak what they're doing in euphemistic terms. This book isn't, hey everyone, I don't like Jews. This book is very cleverly constructed to appear such that, it's this neutral observer, just looking at society, and it happens to be that there are some bad Jews in the world. No, we need to learn. We need to study this. We need to look out at our society and say, look, this continues to look exactly as it has for decades and decades, for centuries and centuries. We've got systems in place, we've got police in place, we've got prisons in place that have targeted the same people in the same ways, and we're not fighting it adequately. So until we do, we need to hold on to the reminders in our lives, and we need to be there here in the streets fighting, because I won't only stand solemnly in a sanctuary. I feel uncomfortable calling it a sanctuary. What we learned is that a sanctuary is not a sanctuary from the evils of our society. People can wander into places that are supposed to be sanctuaries and kill. So my prayer this Shabbat, and my prayer every Shabbat, is that we can move past this abstract idea that we're fighting a vacuous emotion.
Yeah.
We're fighting white supremacy. That's what we're doing. See you next week.